there will be that time when you will just be like, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too hard. It's beyond me. Why do I want to try anyway? What do I need to what's the point? What am I trying to prove here? There will be this moment. And when I say moment, I mean moments. It could be one time, it could be one long time, it could be many times. It happens to me all the time. This moment of, why am I doing all of this for? Why am I struggling like this? Why am I forcing myself to do something that's making me uncomfortable? Why am I spending all this time, wasting my time, and your mind starts playing with you and you start saying, well, my friends are out there living their best life. Everybody's doing their thing. She's happy doing it like this. He's happy doing it like that. Look at them. They look great. They're not in optimal health, but they're happy, or they took a regular job and they're happy, or it could be anything. They have kids and they're happy, or they don't have kids and they're happy. It could be so many different things that make us doubt the here and the now. Because once you decide that you're going to do something or be something or advance to something or try for something, everything that's the opposite of that shows up. It's like, okay, today I'm going to eat healthy. Today I'm going to change. And today I'm not going to be indulging in sweets. I'm actually giving up sweets. And I'm going to do it for however long, 30 days, 40 days, 60 days, whatever it is that you were trying to do. On that same day, it will be somebody's birthday, and someone will make a favorite dessert of yours, or someone will bring your favorite food, or somebody will invite you to a gathering, or they're having a pampered chef party and everybody is bringing a dessert. That's what I mean by the minute you decide that you want to do something, everything else unlike it makes its face, shows up. And I don't know if that's a test, if it's a game. I have no idea. It just seems to always happen. But my point is, you will always arrive at some point or another at a point where you're questioning, why are you doing this? To say I have the answer would be a lie. I don't. But what I do have is some encouragement to get through that. Something that I have utilized over and over and over, because it didn't just happen once, it didn't happen twice, it happened many times that I can't count. But I have been able to get through it, and getting through it is what matters. Being able to continue towards the path that you were headed on, being able to reach some milestones or check off some things on your list is important. It's difficult to get through. Not going to even lie to you. Not going to even lie. There are many times I was like, man, bump this. What am I doing this for? Who cares? I'm good. I thought about that. But like I said before, it is my why. The reason why I want this side of life. The reason why I made the decision to start something. The reason why is what keeps me going. And whether it is health goals, professional goals, career goals, check-offable goals, whatever they are, they're all meant to, it doesn't matter. It's all meant to bring you to the next stage of your purpose full life. The reason why you were put on this earth, the reason why you've had your challenges, your ups and downs, your trials and tribulations, the things that happened to you, the things that didn't happen to you. There's a reason why that was all created, and that why should match with your why of why you're trying to do something. And when we do that, something divinely happens. We get confirmation. Other people start getting encouraged or feeling the hope that they once have lost. They start seeing it through your life. The reason why I share now, I could very well go on about my business, keeping it to myself, and just showing up one day this way and the next day this way, or showing up one day working over here and the other day just being a boss. I could do all of that, but I don't feel that would align with my why. And by sharing my story and encouraging others to live their best life, to follow their dreams, actualize their dreams, follow the steps that they've laid out so that they can actually see the very blessing that God has always had prepared for us ahead of us. That has been what has brought me joy. Whether I did it or do it as an advocate for those who may not have a voice, or whether I do it through platforms like this, the point is that every time I do it, the amount of rewards that I feel, that I gain, whether that be more confidence, whether that be more opportunities, whether that be more people that are encouraged, there's different kinds of rewards. Whether I get to see fully how it worked out or not, just knowing for a fact that I had some piece of that success, of that story, because I chose not to sit back and keep it to myself. When something is so good, you can't keep it to yourself. You know, I was raised by my maternal grandmother for the most part of my life, and she became very, she's essential. She's not here in physical presence with us anymore, but she's still here. She's right here. And some of the things she used to say to me, which I didn't really understand at the time when you're young, but I get it now. I got it now. I'm understanding it more and more every day. And there was one time where she wanted me to take something to a neighbor up the street who wasn't feeling well. And I was lollygagging, as she would say. I was lollygagging. I really didn't want to do it. I wanted to go outside and play double dutch with my friends. But I was like moving all slow and, no pep in my step. And she said to me, she's like, you holding back somebody else's blessing. Hurry up. And I was like, what? What do you mean? I'm holding back somebody's blessing? I'm not even doing anything. And I said, Grandma, I'm not even doing anything. What does that mean? What are you saying to me? And she said, that's what I'm talking about. You're not doing anything. Oh, okay. Hurry up. Somebody is waiting for this blessing. And I had, you're a young person, you're a kid, you don't know what they're talking about. See, this is the thing we're missing today in life, is the wisdoms of the older generations. That was important because eventually I figured it out, or she helped me to put the pieces together to figure it out, that this neighbor who was not feeling well was probably sitting there praying for help, praying that somebody would come bring them some food, or somebody would come to the house to turn on the light or turn on the TV because she was failing in health. And she was praying for that, or praying that someone would help her out. And I was slow to move. And at that time, slow to move to my grandmother's voice, slow to move to what she was telling me to do that would have been beneficial for both of us, the neighbor and myself. But I was slow to move. And I was the vehicle to the blessing that this neighbor was going to receive. So she's sitting praying, sick and not able to move a lot for this food, that this package that my grandmother had made. And I am moving really slow. My slow response to moving on something, regardless of if I wanted to do it or not, was blocking the blessing of someone else, and essentially a blessing to myself. That is an important message to understand why we push through those hard moments. On the other side of the hard is the blessing, is the relief, is the joy, is the success, the confirmation, the hope. I remember when I finally got off my behind, grabbed the package, stomped down the street, made my way up the block, knocked on the door. She didn't open at first. I had a little attitude. And I knocked, banged on the door. And finally, she gets to open the door, and she is so weak. And she had been hungry all day, and she was waiting for something. I didn't even know what was in the bag, to tell you the truth. And as soon as I handed her the bag, she started crying. And she started thanking God for neighbors like us. She told me how much of a blessing that was, and then she equally blessed me, prayed over me. Two things happened. I felt like straight garbage can, trash bag. I felt so bad. I did. In my young, stupid self, I felt so bad. And then the second thing was I felt so grateful. I felt grateful that I got to see that. I got to see how I, in something as little as carrying a package up the block, could bless someone else's life and give them hope for another day or another moment. A lot of things will show up and block, become like barriers. A lot of things will seem like they're limiting our ability to make it or survive or alter our pathway, or we have to do a total U-turn, or sometimes we have to start over. They will show up for sure. The one thing I know for sure is that we have to push through. We have to answer and respond quickly. Because not responding to our whys, and remember, when we align our whys with the whys of our purpose, it just becomes so crystal clear. We're not looking for an end date, an expiration date, an event date. We're trying to figure out why we want to be healthy. Why do we want to start a business? Why do we want to be a family? Why? What is the why behind it? And that why, understanding the why, is not necessarily a tangible thing. We don't do it because we want to buy a car. Where does the vehicle take us? What opportunities does the vehicle provide for us? There's a why that's deeper than the tangible item. There's a why that's deeper than you fitting in some cute clothes. Now that's cute and that's a good why, but there's a why behind it that's deeper than the outfit. The outfit will go into the wash and tear apart, but your why will always be there. And there are so many stories, so many times that I could tell so many stories. This channel will never go dead because I have so many stories to share about how that one why of me being purposeful, being useful to God, that why that I sometimes call corny, how that has blessed me in so many ways or confirmed to me that that was a good why. I think about even this past year, 2024 was a year of restarting. Let me say that differently. 2024 was the year of starting. So with starting, you have challenges, you have struggles, you have ups and downs. But I'll tell you one thing. Every bit of that was endurable because of my why. God had prepared me every step of the way. He had prepared me every step of the way. And I am so grateful for every single step, every single stumble, every single thing that happened, because each one of them became a strength for me when I needed it. So why am I telling you this today? What is the why? I'm telling you because I want you to push through. I want you to see past the current struggle, the current hurt, the current hunger. The hunger for food or the hunger for something that you've been waiting for. I want you to push through past that temporary pain. That's all it is. It's temporary. It's a temporary pain. It's not for long. Although it may sometimes feel like long. I ain't going to lie. Don't even lie. I'm going to keep it 100. Sometimes it feels like 100 years. But we ain't lived 100 years. So you know it wasn't. We exaggerate for everything. That's human beings. But know that whatever it is that's currently making you question, why are we doing this? I want you to push through. I don't want you to give up. Don't go buy the Doritos. Don't buy the bonbons. Don't buy the bucket of ice cream. Stay away from the fake me out frozen yogurt that's supposed to be healthy but really is filled with sugar. Don't do it. Don't quit on your dream. Do not quit on your dream. Do not let go of whatever it is that you're trying to work on. Do not stop because it's hard right now. I know. I got it. It's hard. Don't let this one moment of difficult, of it not going your way, it's something different than what you expected. This pain, don't let this one moment stop you. Push through. Somebody right now, whatever it is that you're dreaming about, being healthy, sharing your story, having a platform for sharing your story, starting that business, creating this opportunity, whatever it is, somebody is praying for every single brick on that pathway that you're taking. They're praying for it to be developed, to exist, to happen, so that they can be encouraged by whatever it is that you are crafting. And you will be confirmed, refreshed, filled up, encouraged, inspired, motivated to continue to do more. Just remember, don't be like what Grandma said to me. Don't allow a barrier to block the blessings. Ask yourself, well, let's talk about it. This is a community. This is a community I hope to create that encourages one another. And at another time, we'll talk about that. I believe that we're going into the season of ugliness, whatever that may be. The world is changing. Things are happening. And we need our older generations, our grandmas, our big mamas. We need people to share with each other hope and inspire one another, motivate one another to do great things, to do good things for and with each other. We need that. Right now, I'm just auntie. I'm Titi. I'm talking to you and I'm telling you, do not give up. Let us motivate one another. How are you going to motivate others? What are your dreams? Let's talk about it. Drop it down in the comments. Support each other in comments. Support those around you. Share the message. Let's dream together. Let's do this, fam. Let's do this. We got it? All right. Bye-bye.